separated by race. Furthermore, we're separated by color, facing judgment and persecution more than any other race, that is. See, we're living in a white world just trying to survive, yelling hands up, don't shoot, just to make sure we don't die. It's almost as if the color of our skin, the melanin that dwells from within, is what stops me, blocks me from my dreams. But wake up. You need to recognize this is more than a dream. Sadly, this is the reality of being Black in America.
So my experience being Black in today's society hasn't been as bad as my parents have been, but the only thing that I can say I have encountered has been about my hair. People usually always tell me I have good hair, which to me there's no such thing as good hair.
A big factor is what we see on the screen. Like most of the time you see Black people in a negative light on the screen, and me growing up, like me personally, that didn't affect me because I was always raised like you can do anything you want to do. But I know some kids, they weren't raised like that, so it's like if you only see Black kids in the hood on movies and you see these white kids that's having good movies, the Black kids is gonna think, oh, I'm only limited to doing this type of stuff.
When I was younger, it was big on straight hair. And I had a relaxer until about 4 years ago. And now the big thing is natural hair. And now people are feeling more comfortable about natural hair, which is good, but we should have been able to feel comfortable about our natural hair before.
Can y'all talk about your hair? Like waves? Why is that a trend in the Black community?
Basically because it's the only really acceptable hairstyle. Alright, so Black males, our natural hair is not considered professional. So we have to keep our natural hair low to consider that as professional.
Basically, growing up, I've been around Black people my whole life. My dad's Black and my mother's white. I have more migrated towards the Black culture than the white culture. Because my mom passed away, I grew up with a Black dad in a Black household. My sisters are lighter than me, like they look white, but their dad is Black too. There's 5 of us, so it was hard because the Black girls thought I was too white and the white girls thought I was too dark. Like, girls tend to not like me because of my skin color and my hair. They'll say like catty jokes and stuff when I was growing up, and it made me feel uncomfortable in my skin to where I wanted to be Black, but then I just realized that I have to be comfortable in my own skin.
Me growing up, I grew up in like a white like whole little town, and everybody there was like racist. So
I guess there was one time I was profiled walking into Dollar General at the football practice. I had my bag on. The lady basically was like, "Oh, can you please step out with your bag or something like that?" And I seen other people in there with their bag, but they weren't of my color. So I felt very disrespected that she picked me out of everybody.
There's been times where all my friends and we walk into a restaurant, and then waiters or waitresses that are not of our color don't really want to pick us up because of the stereotypes of how Black people act in restaurants.
Okay, so growing up, being Black in America, I was around a lot of white people. So I was always considered to be like white around Black people too. And I was like 10 and I went to the fair with one of my white friends, and there was a big group of Black people like over in another area, and she asked me why they were like that. Like I was supposed to be the spokesperson for all Black people, and I was like, that kind of just like stuck with me.
Growing up, I have been told that light-skinned girls, well, still to this day, that light-skinned girls are prettier than brown-skinned girls. Being a little girl, I used to didn't want to go outside in the summertime because in the summer you get extremely Black. I used to want to keep my brown skin just because of hearing that light-skinned girls are pretty or beautiful. Not all light-skinned girls are pretty. Not all dark-skinned girls are ugly. So I just feel like it's a stereotype.
In today's society, a lot of the Black community has the debate versus like light-skinned people versus like the darker skin. They say that like the light-skinned people are like bougie, or like they're not black enough, I guess. And people say that like dark-skinned people aren't like as beautiful as the light-skinned people are. And I think that needs to change in today's society. Like, it's 2018, there should be no reason for this debate anymore, or like at any point in society.
I do think that people prefer lighter skin complexions than darker skin complexions, and that lighter skin people are considered more appealing and aesthetically appealing. But really, there really is no reason why. It's just what's trending.
I feel like a lot of males has depicted the pictures, you know, they saying how like they don't like dark skins and light skins. If you dark skin or light skin, just like your skin, you feel me?
We need to work on making movies and TV shows and stuff like that more positive, so they can have something to look up to, and then supporting each other at the end of the day.
Racism and the colorism from, you know, generations and generations ago, but it's, you know, it's something that needs to come to an end, because it's 2018, baby. Like, come on, like, times are really changing. So I think in our generation, we're definitely going to start seeing a change, and because that's something that really needs to happen. There's no need for people to be treated less than for the color of their skin. Like, that makes no sense. So
it's important to understand how change works. Change is not done overnight or by a few individuals. Change is a movement that takes time and commitment. If we want change within the Black community concerning justice, equality, and an end to racism, we must start within our community. We must eliminate separation and being racist within our own race. We must go about change peacefully and not violently. We must refrain from living behind our phones and physically take a stand. It starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with us.